What up, what up, what up? Welcome to another episode of the CM Show. Let me make sure. Oh, wow. Okay. Audio seems to be on point. How y'all doing? How are y'all out there doing? Man, for those of y'all watching me live, let me hear something in the chat room. For those of y'all, or in the chat, I should say the chat room. And for those of y'all watching on the replay, I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Who am I? I am Christopher Markland. Now, even though the topic of the evening may be Libra season, I am not a dude that knows all about the zodiac, because at the end of the day, ain't but really one real zodiac, and that would be Aries. The rest of y'all just follow us. But for the sake of fairness, to make sure that everybody gets, their day in the sun, I make it a point that, we talk about the different zodiacs. But before we get into that, let's do a couple of housekeeping things. First things first. Let's just do a little bit of a warning, right? Call it a warning because, hey, I will say some stuff. I may have a little bit of a potty mouth. I may just be like, yo, drop an F-bomb every now and then or whatever. My mother, she be praying for me. Everybody else be praying for me. But, God ain't done with me yet. So I will say some stuff. But real talk, I want to let everybody out there know this is an adult show. So if you're tuning in expecting, some stuff, no. We talk about adult things, adult topics, adult situations, because, we do talk about adult stuff. So I just want to make sure everybody knows that, hey, this is an adult show. So, be warned, be warned, be warned. Also, I'm not a dating coach, so I don't give relationship advice. But what I do is I talk about things from my experience, from the people that I've spoken with, the situations that we all deal with. So I do give my advice, but I just want it to be known that I don't give relationship advice like that. So just, hey, if I do say, hey, you know what, I think you should try this, that, and the third, then that's pretty much just my opinion. All right. Now, with all that being said and done, what are we going to be talking about tonight? Tonight is Libra season. Okay. Now, I am not big, and I wish that the person that I do wish that could be here, Miss Pure Bliss, but we had some scheduling conflicts, and I need to give her a call. I ain't talked in a couple of days. Anyway, she is the expert on this, and a couple other people that I've had that are, that do know the zodiacs a little bit better than I, However, one of the things that, here we go. So let's talk about Libras. One of them. Gotta use my fingers and toes after a while. Swear to God, you gotta laugh to keep from crying sometimes. Anyway, one of them, the first one, I should say, the son's mother, she is a Libra. October 7th is her birthday. It's coming up. So, what up? I am the single one. Well, I swear that name, man. I'm looking forward to your live stream. I think it's Thursday. I'm looking forward to that because I got questions. Anyway, let's get in. Let me get some people. Let me have someone who does know this stuff a whole lot better than me. Let's see what they got to say. Do this.
This is proof that Libras are the most balanced zodiac sign. If you were ever wondering why Libras get so much attention, it's because of how balanced they are. So let's talk about how Libras are able to balance out their personality. For number one, Libras are very forgiving and understanding people. But if you do wrong to a Libra, just know they'll never forget about it. So don't mistake their kindness for weakness because they won't make the same mistake twice. For number two, Libras are very independent and love doing things on their own. But if placed in a teamwork environment, they're able to adapt to that too. Number three, Libras need to see it to believe it. This means if you go to a Libra with an idea, you better have something to back it up because talking about it isn't enough. But don't take this wrong because Libras are creative.
knows
They just
that
want to
is
see
her.
that creation come into life instead of just talking about it. Libras are known to be adventurous and very curious about life. They're also unpredictable when it comes to making decisions. But whether you know it or not, Libras think very hard before making decisions. This is because Libras are known to be logical thinkers and try to control everything. Libras are also known to go after the things that they want. And if a Libra wants something bad enough, nothing can stop them. This is why there's so many A-list celebrities that are Libras. And this is not even half of them. So if you're a Libra, be sure to let me know in the comment section.
Yo, I did not know that Will Smith was an Aries, but I guess it makes sense now. So a couple things that he listed there, but all right. One of the things that stood out is a creative. That makes sense. Because like I said, the only Libra that I know, that I really know, especially one that I had a relationship with, was, my ex-wife. And so a couple of the things that he listed there actually makes sense. It actually does make sense. But let's talk about the signs in general. I guess it makes sense. Maybe that's why we got along. Does air and fire mix? You know what? I guess you do need air in order to. It's interesting. So let's talk. I did not know. I've never seen the word modish, but the things that I did see actually, like I said, they do coincide with the Libras that I know. Now, when you talk about the negative side of Libras, yeah, that shit there makes some damn sense too. But I tell you what, man, when you running all of this stuff by yourself, they'll be getting tough. All right.
There are 4 toxic traits of a Libra. Y'all, Libras are very vengeful. If you ever heard of Libra, they'll make sure you feel the same pain they did by
Damn
getting
right, them
revenge.
polka dots.
We should
boy.
all know why
You're
getting
looking
revenge
good.
is toxic.
He's acting
Libras
like
are also
polka
known
dots.
to be
He's
uninvolved. This is because Libras prefer to do things on their own. So if a Libra ever makes an excuse on why they can't show up to a group activity, just know they're capping. And Libras are unreliable. This is because Libras move on their own timing and nobody else's. So if you tell a Libra to do something when you want it done, just manipulators. They know how to get their way by talking people into doing things. They're actually naturals at this. And this is beyond toxic because you wouldn't know what's going on unless they told you. So what's your toxic traits? Be sure to comment your zodiac signs so I can do yours next.
All right. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me know that my audio went out. Can you hear your boy now? Looks like everything is transitioning. There we go. So let's talk about that again. I was busy running my mouth and, would probably help if y'all could hear me. So let's try that again. What I was saying was when I like to give the negative and then the positive. So that way the positive can cheer me up. And also for the record, man, these ain't polka dots. These are guitars, son. Anyway, the negative qualities of Libras is that they are playful, undependable, hesitant, unpredictable, hedonistic, and easily aroused. I personally am a fan of hedonism and hedonistic behavior, so that is not necessarily a negative to me. Now, the positive qualities of Libras are that they are friendly, alert, objective, idealistic, good-looking. That's more of an Aries quality. Anyway, chummy, captivating, modish. Never heard that word. I will be Googling that shortly. And spontaneous, balanced, and outgoing. So that to me is pretty good. I learned something on that one. Let's see what this gentleman has to say. I'm not quite sure. I don't know what it is, but I kind of think he's of the LGBT community, but I'm not sure.
And y'all know what's next, right? My little scale balancing Libras. A little something that I learned from dating a Libra. Them little jokers do not like drama. Sometimes they start it. When they're
Pisces
in love,
don't have
they
toxic
like
traits.
to make sure that you have everything that you need. They like to sit up here and test your loyalty by doing shit. I promise I hate that. They can be everything
Y'all
that
come
you
about the
want.
water with that
wrapped in
bullshit.
a
What
pretty
you
bow.
mean?
But the mouths, if words could cut, you'll be sliced the hell up. Libras are very known to have a balanced life, and when it's thrown off, their whole life is thrown off.
I
They
will say
are
that is my
big
ex-wife. That is
flirts.
her.
When I tell you, they
I
will
believe she said
charm the
Pisces
pants
don't
off of you
have
and have your legs wide open like, give me a baby. I'm for real. Them jokers can really move on real quick. And for what I heard in the bedroom, they puts it down. Get you a Libra.
All right. Okay. First of all, there is some BS in the chat room, and I've got to call it out. What we do here on the CM show is we like to operate within the realm of reality. And I understand not everybody's blessed to be an Aries, but what I will not tolerate on my show is for someone to come up in here and say that Pisces don't have any toxic traits. In fact, you know what? I had a whole show planned, but I'm going to do things a little bit differently tonight because I'll be honest with y'all. My show prepped the way I wanted to. I'm dropping the chat early tonight. So, the Zoom connection is there. Y'all, please just make sure that you have your, audio connected. And also make sure you have your camera on. If you don't want your face to be shown, that's fine. That is fine. I understand that, you may not have got your hair did and all that other stuff, but I need to be able to see you. All right, so while that is booting up, there's one more thing I wanted to show y'all. Let's see. Got the gay dude out the way. The toxic traits, assets. Oh yeah. There we go. Well, this thing's taking up my whole damn screen. Man, hold on one second, y'all. All right. Okay. So that is done. All right. So I just dropped the Zoom link, just set that up. So please, if you wish to be a part of the conversation and speak to me directly, what I want to know tonight, I'm kind of doing things a little bit abbreviated tonight, is if you have ever been in a relationship with a Libra. If you are a Libra, make sure you douse yourself in some holy water before you come on. If you have ever dated a Libra, married a Libra, I need to know. Let me know what that experience is like. But if you are a Libra, I definitely want to talk to y'all. All right. Let's see. Get rid of that. This man said these damn polka dots. All right. So thank you to everybody joining the chat. All right. I think I got everything caught up right now. I'm good to go. All right. So there we go. There was a video that I wanted to show y'all, and I apologize. I could not get the damn thing to play, so it's kind of throwing me off a little bit because now I got to move around and do things a little bit differently because it actually spoke to a Libra and to some of the things that they had to offer. So let's see. In the chat, drop your zodiac, please, because like I said, we have one that's a Pisces. Obviously you have the greatest one, that's me, that's an Aries, but I want to hear what the other zodiac signs are. Now let me talk a little bit about my the things that I know from dealing with an Aries personally, with a Libra personally. One of the things that I will say is that the thing about them, forgiveness and forgetting, oh yeah, that's true. Because I know that one of the conversations, in fact, she has me saved in her phone as Forgiven Chris, because I put her through some shit, right? But I will say this, when they forgive, they forgive. That is, what up, Cheryl? Thank you for joining the conversation. Tonight, we are talking about Libras. So thank you, ma'am, for joining the conversation. But one of the things, like I was saying, for me dealing with a Libra, dealing directly with a Libra, and the time that I spent in that relationship, was that I learned that the dedicated aspect of the Libra is true. Or at least it definitely worked with her. And I will say that with her twin as well. That's definitely true. Also, one of the things that in fact, let me just put the damn thing up instead of going off memory. The friendly aspect of it. There is the friendliest, nicest person I have ever met in my life is my mother. My ex is probably the second. So that characteristic that you see right there, as far as being friendly, definitely true. Idealistic, yeah. Good looking, yeah. I'll give it that. Captivating, balanced. You know, all of the things that are on the positive side. Shit, the one Libra I know, yeah. I gotta say it's spot on. Now the negative. Playful, no, she wasn't that. Undependable, yeah, she definitely was not that. Hesitant, unpredictable, definitely not hedonistic. And easily roused, now that's not hers. It's crazy to me because all of the things that I see on there, that's my experience with a Libra. I have not. What is MY? Okay, I have never. I can't. That's the only thing that I've. That's the only Libra that I've ever dealt with. Forgiving is a wonderful trait. You ain't never lied. And y'all, for those of y'all that know me personally, y'all know that when I was younger, I put the women in my life, man, shit, even when I'm older, the women in my life through some bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. So the forgiveness side of things is definitely a wonderful trait, and that is something that she possesses. Me personally, yeah, I'll hold a grudge till that motherfucker dies. That's like I said, God, he's still working on me. I will hold a grudge. I am getting better at forgiving. I am getting better at forgetting, but I know that is the one thing that I have got to work on in my life, is that to be more forgiving, because they say that when you're forgiving, you're not necessarily forgiving them. You're releasing the hold of whatever it is that they had on you. You're releasing that, and you're saying, hey, you know what? I'm done. There you go. Let's see. Dana says, my daddy. Yo, do you call your dad's dad or daddy? And do you call your mom's mom or mommy? Like in Jamaica, you know, mommy is the British mummy, M-U-M-M-Y, right? So, but I call my dad daddy until shit, the day he died. You know, I still refer to him as daddy, right? This is always just something, just one. Anyway, my daddy is a Libra and Papa is a Rolling Stone. He fits most of those qualities, good and bad. Well, damn. You said is as in like right here, right now, in present? My man. Get it in, Dad. Oh, I'm sorry. Get it in, Pops. I guess that's the hedonistic side of things. Again, is hedonistic behavior really a negative, though? I'm just saying. Yo, at 75, get your Viagra on, Pops. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, that's my kind of dude right there. I'm just saying, get it in, Dad. My man, I am not mad at that. Shit, I wish the equipment did work when I was 75. Yo, I want to hear about your dad. Again, in fact, I'm going to do things a little bit different. I normally don't do the StreamYard thingamajig, but I'm gonna try that one tonight. All right, copy, do that. So, oh, you can see everything. That's not good. Oh my goodness, MK, y'all laughing? I'm just saying. Shoot, why you think about it, man? You know what? I'm gonna go a little bit off script, y'all. This is not necessarily the show I had planned. Last week I had the show planned out because I always start working on my shows the week prior. So as soon as I finish up I'm not gonna do that. As soon as I finish up the show for like tonight, I start working on the next show, right? And in fact, I'm gonna give y'all a little sneak preview as far as what we're gonna be talking about next week. I've already gotten started on it. So y'all see what it is, right? Next week, the topic for next week's show is unequally yoked. All right? Unequally yoked. That's what we're going to be talking about next week. So, and what up, Lorenzo? What up, Lorenzo? Thank you for joining the conversation, my man. Anyway, so for the show Unequally Yoked for next week, I know I'm jumping ahead a little bit. I normally do this at the end of the show. We're going to be talking about not necessarily unequally yoked from a spiritual and biblical perspective, but no, we're going to be talking about it from the perspective of like we talked about hedonism. All right. Hedonistic behavior. You may be the freakiest freak that ever freaked on this side of the freaky planet. Right. But instead, your partner, your mate may be one that's like, oh, Lordy, one position, missionary, and that's it. You know, that kind of thing. Right. Or it could be a situation of you may make, you know, your position, your status, your income may be all the way up here, whereas your partner, when they clock in at Burger King or McDonald's, they got them on fries. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to be talking about next week. So let's go back a little bit. When I got through with the show the week prior, I started prepping for next week, but then I realized, oh, snap. My Virgo of a son is going to be having a birthday that week. So it kind of threw my plans off and I had to postpone the show. Now, for whatever reason, a couple of the assets that I had lined up for the show, they got corrupted and it's kind of thrown me off. So with all that being said and done, the show that I had planned, because you know I like to have a lot of stuff popping, it didn't necessarily go down that way. So, but I do want to go a little bit back to what my man was talking about, not the LGBT guy, the toxic traits guy. I hate that this damn thing will not let you do that. Oh, y'all, I think I just learned something. Hold on 1 second. Oh, shit.
There are 4 toxic traits of a Libra. Y'all, Libras are very vengeful. If you ever heard of Libra, they'll make sure you feel the same pain they did by getting revenge. And we should all know why getting revenge is toxic. Libras are also known to be uninvolved. This is because Libras prefer to do things on their own. So if a Libra ever makes an excuse on why they can't show up to a group activity, just know they're capping. And Libras are unreliable. This is because Libras move on their own timing and nobody else's. So if you tell a Libra to do something when you want it done, just know it won't happen until they want it done. And Libras are really good manipulators. They know how to get their way by talking people into doing
Manipulators.
things. They're actually naturals at this. And this is beyond toxic because you wouldn't know what's going on unless they told you. So what's your toxic traits? Be sure to comment your zodiac signs and do yours next.
Is what I wanted to talk about a little bit when it comes to the negative traits and that. I know that all signs can be guilty of this a little bit, but you know, I'm gonna do a full show on this, but this when I was doing my show prep, I came across that particular trait, and I just wanted to ask this question: what do you all consider to be manipulative behavior, and also, is that necessarily a bad thing, right? When I saw that, it kind of that one particular trait, I really thought about that in, you know, past relationships that I had, and this goes all the way back to, man, shit, we were living on, College Park at the time, and I thought about that relationship. Like, for instance, I don't smoke, barely drinking. For everybody that knows me, drinking to me is like, hey, you give me amaretto sour and I'm good. I ain't trying to guzzle Henny. I ain't trying to guzzle, what's another hard ass drink that be burning your damn throat as it goes down? Shit, I don't know. Any just liquor. I'm not that dude. It's like, nah, I'm good. You give me a pina colada and your boy is chilling. I'm straight. I ain't trying to prove my manhood by, you know, drinking tequila straight. Man, fuck all that. No, I'm good. So anyway, but I thought about that relationship, and I thought about, okay, how did I end up in that relationship in the first place? And I thought about it. Okay, was it manipulation? You know, was it the fact that I was just weak to be easily swayed? So that's just something that, you know, dawned on me that as I got to talking about that. It's like I always have wanted to not necessarily be in control in a relationship, because I ain't trying to be controlling. This ain't no dictatorship and nothing like that. However, there does need to be a certain leadership aspect that comes in it. And if you're, as a man, not able to lead, then obviously then you're following. And if you're following, are you following because of manipulation, or are you following because of weakness? Anyway, I am the single one. That's why I love that name. I feel like using someone's weaknesses as a tool to get them to do something is what you want is manipulation. That's what's up. That's a great way of putting it. So basically, if you know what their weaknesses are and you prey upon their weaknesses to use it to your advantage, then that is manipulation. Okay, cool. You know, everybody's been talking about that Dahmer show. I haven't seen it. Really don't have any desire to see it. But everything that I've read up on the dude, kind of speaks to what she just said right there, that it is a, certain manipulation, and I definitely, can see that is actually a great definition of that. What up, Ellen, Miss V? Pleasure for you to join the conversation. Tonight we are talking about Libras. It is Libra season. Man, I just hate that my stuff is not working the way I want it to. This is frustrating. For those of y'all that do a show, especially like you, the single one, you can kind of relate to what I'm going through right now. It's like where you have all your stuff planned and you want to drop your stuff in and make it work, and it's like, it's just not working. Anyway.
And y'all know what's next, right? My little scale balancing Libras. A little something that I learned from dating a Libra. Them little jokers do not like drama. Sometimes they start it. When they're in love, they like to make sure that you have everything that you need. They like to sit up here and test your loyalty by doing shit. I promise I hate that. They can be everything that you want wrapped in a pretty bow. But them mouths, if words could cut, you'll be sliced the hell up. Libras are very known to have a balanced life, and when it's thrown off, their whole life is thrown off.
What you saying?
They are big flirts. When I tell you, they will charm the pants off of you and have your legs wide open like, give me a baby. I'm for real. Them jokers can really move on real quick. And from what I heard in the bedroom,
major studios
they
do
pussy
this.
down. Get you a Libra.
Man, I used to have hair. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Y'all, I'm laughing. I promise you, this is absolutely crazy. Anyway, I am actually probably just going to wrap this. Y'all, I'm going to have to wrap this one up because the stuff that I had lined up, the stuff that I had that ties into the show isn't working. And instead of me trying to keep this thing going, I'm not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this thing up. What I'm going to talk to y'all about is a couple of things. Like I said, next week's show, and I promise y'all it's just going to be ready. Next week's show, we're going to be talking about unequally yoked. Okay? Just like you see in that picture right there, that is a man that is unequally yoked. On one side, my boy is jacked, but on the other side, he's lacking. And that's what we're going to be talking about in relationships. For those of y'all like what we're, especially my Ready to Love fans out there, Ellen, Single One, a couple of other y'all, ones of y'all in the chat. There are a couple couples on there that are, in my opinion, unequally yoked. You got one that's just, all in, whereas the other is like, yeah, it's, I'm not necessarily 100%. However, I feel you, but I ain't right there yet. So in other words, they're not on the same path, but also there are different aspects when it comes to relationships. There are also different aspects when it comes to relationships, as far as the power dynamics. Is one party coming with that heat, whereas another's not. You have one party that may have all of the financial control, whereas the other does not. There are certain things that come into that one specific thing when we're speaking about being unequally yoked, and that right there is what we're going to be talking about next week. Let's see. Also, make sure I got all my stuff together. Yeah, we're going to be talking about that. So, y'all. Oh, shit. Y'all, I'm wrapping this one up. I was still trying to get it to work, and it still did not work. What the fuck? Anyway, next week, y'all, next week, Tuesday, we're going to be talking about it. Y'all have a great day. And as always, y'all stay determined. Y'all have a good one. You piece of shit.